The mysterious power of the hyperbolic time chamber is one that was used for good throughout the Dragon Ball story, but the distrust from his friends made them betray and trap Goku in the time chamber. Now the story continues as a brand new enemy, Granolah, appears in front of our heroes. Let's talk about it. What's up everyone, welcome to a brand new Dragon Ball What If story. This time we have the Granolah arc of what if Goku was betrayed and trapped in the time chamber. Before we begin, only a small portion of you guys are subscribed, so be sure to click that subscribe button for the latest and best Dragon Ball What If stories. Let's begin with the story. But first, let's see whose student is the best. Right, let's do this, Vegeta. Goku trains alongside Vegeta at Mount Paozu a few months following the defeat of Moro. He thinks back to his time in the time chamber and how he used the newly found trust of his friends to conjure up a plan. Vegeta realized that there was something bothering Goku, and he speaks up, asking why he was fighting so sloppily. Sorry Vegeta, I've been thinking about the fight against Moro in the time chamber. I wish I'd have been there to see it myself, but I do wonder, how did you survive a whole year while being in there? I was thinking about that too. The ultimate sign of trust from my part was letting Majin Buu help out during the fight. I let him absorb me, and he switched places with me for the majority of the battle. By being one with Majin Buu, I didn't eat any food nor water. You will let yourself be absorbed. Fitting for a low-class Saiyan, though that plan is very clever, I'll give you that. Chi-Chi calls out for Goku from inside the house. She was holding the newly born son, Gohan. When he was born, he blew everyone away by having an incredible ki presence, even if he wasn't strong. Broly and Zamasu had been spending a lot of time alongside Vegeta and Goku, who served as their masters. Though Zamasu insisted on still wanting to kill Goku, he could never act on it. They both knew it. He even started creating new life in the forms of plants and vegetables in his own garden near the Sun family home. Goku had successfully saved Zamasu from a horrible fate. Meanwhile, Vegeta was atoning for his father's sins by helping the boy his father cast away long ago. He was an incredible being and could even rival Goku and Vegeta. They wondered if perhaps he could unlock a new stage of power as well, but he had a lot to learn in order to control his power first. Goku floated down to welcome Broly and Zamasu, putting Gohan on his shoulders. But something strange occurred. He quickly spun his head and put Gohan down. As he played with his tail, two beings appeared, explaining that a man named Granolah had all but killed their entire race, and they needed help from Goku and the others. Vegeta wasn't sure about this, but Goku thought it would be a great test for Zamasu and Broly. The team agreed, with Goku kissing Gohan and Chi-Chi goodbye. Unbeknownst to Goku, the beings were named the Heaters, and they were planetary traders who took a large portion of Frieza's empire. They were setting up Goku and Vegeta to die, as they wanted to get rid of their biggest threats while they continued to spread through the universe. Granolah was a man whose planet had been ravaged by the Saiyans long ago. He used the Dragon Balls on his planet to wish to be the strongest being in the universe. Goku meditated on the way to planet Cereal, while Vegeta, Broly, and Zamasu trained. Once they arrived, they were quickly challenged by Granolah. Goku realized that his ki didn't have any negative presence and wondered how he got so powerful. Zamasu and Broly were the ones to step out to the plate first, with Granolah annoyed at having to battle someone that wasn't a Saiyan. He tried to take care of Zamasu quickly, but he wasn't ready for the power that Broly had. Broly was slowly controlling his unbelievable power, but that same power only reinforced Granolah's beliefs that Saiyans were ruthless monsters. The battle was intense, and Broly stood a little chance. Vegeta believes that Broly could have won if he had gone berserk, but that was far too dangerous. The Heaters continue to cheer for Granolah as he manages to use an illusion to distract Broly and pierce through his chest, defeating him. Zamasu reappeared behind him and locked him in a divine lasso as he stepped him multiple times. It seemed to work at first, while Vegeta got Broly away from the battlefield, but Granolah smirked and expanded his aura, making Zamasu's Keyblades not only come off his body, but shoot right back onto Zamasu. He was severely hurt. Is that all you've got, Saiyans? A washed-up god and a monster who can't even go all out? Looks like we've underestimated this guy, Vegeta. You ready for this? Right. Vegeta and Goku screamed out. Using Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct, the two Saiyans high-fived each other, but Goku rushed in first, saying that he called dibs. Goku does well against Granolah, as it is not clear who's actually stronger. Goku can't believe it, but this is the first time in a while that someone was truly tougher than him. He only lost against Moro the first time because his energy got absorbed. This time, he just wasn't strong enough. Goku was kicked away, once again realizing that the raw power of Ultra Ego wasn't always what he needed. Ultra Instinct would be just as valuable. As if Vegeta was reading Goku's mind, he jumped into action as Ultra Instinct and continued to fight without saying a word. It looked like Vegeta was faring a little bit better because of how many attacks he could dodge, but attacks that did land hurt a lot more. Whis had previously taught Vegeta that Ultra Instinct is not meant to be a proper transformation, but rather a part of his base form, just like angels have, which then could potentially be used alongside Super Saiyan. Vegeta was having a hard time doing this, and Ultra Instinct did drain him a lot, though it seemed there was a point where he could snap into Super Saiyan Blue at the same time. He did this, avoided an attack, and punched Granolah back. This hurt the Cerulean a lot, but it took a lot more out of Vegeta, who was instantly kicked back onto Goku.
What the hell's going on, Vegeta? We should be able to beat him. After the battle against Moro, you told me that you learned to trust your friends. But we have never properly fought together, have we, Kakarot? I like fighting on my own. Well, this adversary may need both of our power to beat him. So I ask you this one time, trust my strength, just like you taught me, Jiren, and many others to do.
Alright, Vegeta, let's go. Goku and Vegeta focused their ki. Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan Blue, Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, two sides of the same coin. They rushed forward, showing Granolah the true power of Super Saiyan team-up. When Granolah attacked Vegeta, the prince dodged. This gave Goku a chance to attack Granolah. These sorts of combinations showed Broly and Zamasu just how it was done. Granolah's eyes were bulging out of his head as he began to shake.
No, I can't lose against you Saiyans. Not again. I will end this here.
Granolah pointed his finger up to Goku's chest, firing. It was too fast, even for him, but Vegeta stepped in the way, saving Goku. Smoke came out of Vegeta's palm as he stopped the blast with his bare hand. Goku was very impressed. But before the battle could continue, another being arrived from the sky. A Namekian stopped the fight, with Granolah identifying him as Monaito. He explains to Granolah that the fight must be stopped, as he recognized Goku as someone related to the man who saved them both long ago, Bardock. Goku's eyes widened. Bardock? The name, it sounded so familiar. Unlike the original story where Goku never wondered where he came from, the years he spent locked away in the hyperbolic time chamber gave him a lot of time to think. Once he began to lose his mind, he saw visions of himself in a pod and a Saiyan sending him away to a planet. He could hear the name Bardock being said. Monaito explained how Bardock saved Granolah from their true enemy, Gas, and the rest of the heaters. Granolah couldn't believe it, but above that, Goku was finally hearing something about his father. So, he was a hero? A Saiyan that gave up stuff for others? He likely had to learn that, as Saiyans were naturally ruthless. It seemed like Granolah and the rest had made peace, but now the cat was out of the bag regarding the heaters. The sky turned dark as Elec wishes for Gas to be the strongest being in the universe. Goku chuckled under his breath. Come with the strongest under the universe? Really? How unoriginal. The other heaters introduce the newly powered up Gas to the battlefield, and he begins to battle the heroes. All of them are fairly hurt, but willing to fight. Goku ponders for a moment if he could just use his destroyer energy to Hakai Gas. Surely he has enough power to do it, but he thinks back to the battle against Moro. Just like back then, he wanted to enjoy the battle for as much as possible. Regardless of the fact that his life was in danger, he wanted to experience the thrills of battle more than anything else. Destroying his opponents would just be too easy. Even after all this time since leaving the time chamber, Goku still yearned for a good battle. He truly was a Saiyan, wasn't he? Goku's thoughts were cut short when he and his friends were blasted away by Gas's aura. He was growing tired of waiting. Granolah believes that he got them into this situation, so he steps up to the fight. Sadly, he can't stand a chance, and both Vegeta and Goku are hurt enough that they begin to lose as well. Goku's pursued through the planet, and he realizes that he needs some time to find a way to beat him. That's when Goku teleports to the first familiar presence he can find. In the middle of a desolated planet, with clothes spread around the ground, a single android stands in the middle. Cell. Goku teleported right in front of his old adversary, telling him to keep Gas distracted. Cell had no idea what was going on, but his power had significantly grown since their last match during the Tournament of Power. Gas teleported right behind Goku. Cell sensed Gas's ki and realized that his power was even larger than Goku's. If he could absorb his energy, then he would be unstoppable. Cell managed to distract Gas for a good amount amount of time, as he had been going through different planets absorbing people in order to match Goku and fight him eventually. Goku wonders out loud just how strong Cell could have possibly gotten.
You really are something else, Cell. Does that mean you can go golden like Frieza now? Or do you, grow hair? Wouldn't you like to know?
Stop ignoring me! Goku teleported back to Cereal, where he frantically asked the others if they had a plan. Monaito explained that the only person he's seen defeat Gas was the previously mentioned Bardock. Perhaps the scouter he left behind had some clues. The team gathered in and listened. The second Goku heard Bardock's voice, all those old visions became clear. Goku could clearly hear and even see his father saving him from an awful fate. A small smile formed on Goku's face. All the time he had spent in the time chamber, he thought he was all alone, but in fact, he had his father and mother in some way with him, just like his grandfather Gohan was. If his father could defeat Gas, then so could he. The scouter message retold the battle between Bardock and Gas. Vegeta then asked where Gas was, and Goku snapped, realizing that he had left him behind alone with Cell. Goku told Broly, Zamasu, Vegeta, and the rest to hang on as they teleported over to Cell once more. There, they watched Cell panting, blood dripping from his arm, a missing leg, and a broken wing.
Took you long enough. I don't know how long I can keep fighting him. You owe me a big one.
Our fight will come soon, don't worry. You can take a step back for now. Ready, Vegeta?
Let's do this, Kakarot.
Goku and Vegeta screamed at the top of their lungs, transforming into Ultra Ego Super Saiyan 4 and Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan Blue respectively. The intense battle began as Gas continued to attack by creating many weapons, but the two of them seemed to dodge and even use them against him. He was stronger than them, but the Saiyans continued to learn as they fought. The fight culminated in Vegeta firing a Big Bang attack that shot Gas right back down to the ground, where Goku awaited while charging a Kamehameha. Gas opened his eyes, realizing just how familiar this moment was, as he finally recognized who the Saiyan reminded him of. Behind him, Goku felt like there was another person supporting him. Without looking back, he knew who it was. Goku fired a Kamehameha as a Mirage of Bardock fired his own attack, the Spirit Cannon. This father-son attack was enough to blast away Gas and keep him shook. Gas was still very powerful. He was standing tall but shaking. He didn't have much left in him. Goku smiled and said, "Thanks, father." Vegeta, Granolah, and Goku slowly approached Gas. They couldn't let him go free. They discussed what to do. Perhaps the galactic prison? As they said this, Vegeta's eyes widened as Cell jumped behind Gas and pierced through him, absorbing him immediately.
Cell? I'm sorry, Goku, but I couldn't let all that power go to waste. It's, incredible. But you all took quite a beating. I want to fight you at your fullest when you've gotten even stronger. In the meantime, I will continue to scour the universe for more training partners.
Wait, Cell, I won't let you terrorize any more planets.
Please, you are in no position to fight me. Avenge those I've killed at a later date. You've got Dragon Balls, don't you? Farewell.
Goku reached forward, but Cell teleported away. Goku cursed, but there was nothing he could do now. Cell was out in space, laughing to himself. This power was so strong, but he knew by the time he was ready to fight Goku again, he would have shot right back above him once more. He needed to continue training. The fact that he was able to train his tail to come out in its perfect form was quite an achievement, and it only helped him to get stronger. This was the right course of action. The next thing the Heaters know, Broly was dragging them all into the galactic prison where they could spend their time from then on. Granolah and the rest said their goodbyes, with Granolah promising to help Goku any way he can, including training. Goku thanked Granolah, but told him that he wants to pay him back in only one way, coming to train with his son, Gohan, when the time came. After all, it's almost poetic that he get to train the grandson of the man that saved him. Granolah agreed, saying goodbye as if old friends. Now, back at home, Goku watches as little Gohan plays with Trunks. Goku knew that the next battle ahead would be his most important one, the battle against Lord Beerus. Vegeta had something similar in mind, as he wanted to challenge Whis. But that's for next time on Dragon Ball Super. Thank you for watching, everyone. This video was edited by Rajmain, and I had a lot of help from my co-writer, Professor Chimp. This story is nearing its end, though I have a few other betrayed ideas that I would like to tackle, so look forward to them. Shout out to the Super Saiyan God, and Ultra Instinct members of the channel. Enterprise System, Sonic is the best. Eric Dragon, Nuka Draco, The Baked Potato, All Might, Midnight Combatant, Sacred Saiyan, Feel J Akir, Pizza Hut Kitman, Orlando Castellano, Hannah Rowan, Sir Justice, and the real Samuel Randall. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my latest video, which was a compilation of the first saga in the story, aka the Betrayed Saga. I recently created a guild on Dragon Ball Legends. The guild's name is What If, with a question mark at the end. So be sure to join it, and let's take on some missions together, alright? I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Sincerely from SmugStick, I hope you enjoyed, and until we meet again, see ya!